Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Guys, I'm here with representatives of the Independent Party here in the Foleshill Ward, and I really want to get their information or their ideology regarding their cause and why they feel that working with the Conservative other main parties is an issue. So guys, feel free. I know it's a sensitive issue and I know people are listening and stuff. I totally understand that. I mean, I'm not in your position, so I can make you talk freely. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind the dirty looks, it doesn't bother me. But I totally understand what you guys are standing for, and feel free to share your thoughts, guys.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to address that. The reason why we don't join any party is we have to toe party lines. Problem is, this is not a national election, local election. We've had local issues. For over 20 years, Labour's been in charge of this area, and the area has only been declining. And the reason why is because they've not showed any interest. It's been an easy seat for them for far too long, so there has to be someone to stand up against it and give them some competition. And that's what's happened the previous few years. 2022, we were 40 votes off, so it shows that the people's mindset are changing. It's not about just the party, it's about what you need in your area and what's not happening. So that's why we're standing up, because the issues we're facing in the local area, we brought it to the attention of the current councillors and ex-councillors. They've not done anything about it, so that's why we decided not to join any party, because we don't want to toe party line. Our aim is to sort out the issues in this local area, and that's why we're standing independent.
Okay, well said. I just want to ask you briefly the three main things that you want to change here, especially in the Foleshill area.
Okay, one, I mean, in the past 6 months we've had 3 muggings in one place on Foleshill Road. We've had another incident which took place on Princess Street. I mean, why is this happening? I mean, if this was somewhere in Earlsden or Cheltenham or one of these areas, it would have took 1 or 2 incidents and something would have been done about it. But it clearly shows that the councils are not bothered. As I said before, it's an easy seat for them and they don't care. The other problem is, you'll see if you walk on the Foleshill Road, cars are parked on pavements. There's no space for anyone to walk. Wheelchairs, prams, they can't get through. So this is another issue. And you know, some of these cars are not registered. They have 10 tickets on them and they're displayed. The council only have to tow one vehicle away to the compound, make them pay, and you will see all these issues sorted out, but they don't want to do that. And then the third thing is fly tipping and rubbish. I spoke to a resident previously in 2022. She had video evidence, she provided it to the council, and the council didn't do anything about it. And then when we made a video that time and posted it, the council replied that we asked her to come to court. She denied that. She said that never happened. I provided the video evidence and they didn't get back to me. So these are the 3 main things. And there's many more, but these are one of them.
I'm going to come to the other more, because for me that is a very emotional question that I will ask you, especially I can see you wearing the Palestinian scarf and being a Muslim and being, you know, humanity, that you see the crimes that are committed in Gaza and Palestine, and
I think it's an absolute disgrace, to be honest. Sorry to interrupt you, but in Gaza, it's an absolute disgrace. Our brothers and sisters are dying out there, you know, they're living through hell. Allah peace may inshallah protect them, you know what I mean, but no one's spoken about them or anything. It's been going on for 6-7 months now. We've had kids, women, children, families killed, blown up, everything, you know what I mean. It's such a double standard, that hypocrisy, that no of these Conservative Party or Labour has spoken up and actually said anything, whether you're Muslim or non-Muslim, it doesn't matter. This is an absolute disgrace in my eyes. I watched these videos on YouTube and BBC News, Sky News. It's such a double standard. I watched Piers Morgan's interviews, and is this Hamas are doing this, they're not, they're a terrorist group and this and that. So what does it mean to Israel then? What are Israel then? They've killed over 35,000 people.
I don't want to slide to that angle, but I just want to say that as an independent party, your goal is to call for an immediate ceasefire.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yes, and I haven't
That should be
seen
the
the
first-
Conservative Party or the Labour Party or any other
in
party
support, you could clearly see their
mention
statement.
anything.
Yeah,
You could
exactly.
clearly see their
Well, even in
statement.
the news have they mentioned it. The Labour Party had saying that they should cut off water, they should cut off electric. You know what I mean? So if they did that in this country, what would happen? There'd be riots everywhere, wouldn't there? You know what I mean?
Okay,
So-
I've got one more question. I'm sorry for making it short and brief because I know you guys are going to give out the flyers. I see a lot of independent candidates across the UK now. Do you think there's an overall, going to be like a link up with other party members across the UK? Because everybody's breaking away from the main parties. Do you think the independent party will start to link together with other members, independent?
Well, that's something we can't say anything about at the moment. It's something that may or may not happen. But one thing is people as well as candidates have had enough of these main parties. They don't support their needs. They don't support their beliefs, and that's why people are going independent. And so are the people voting for these candidates because they had enough of these main two parties as well.
Yes.
We need action. We need action. We've been in the Foleshill area 30, 40 years. My
50
parents
years.
came from Pakistan. And the Foleshill, I'll be honest with you, is absolutely disgraceful. It's so dirty. I walk down Foleshill Road every day. My dad and mum, they walk there. It's absolutely disgusting. There's litter everywhere. There's bins and there's absolute rubbish everywhere. The parking is a big issue. Fisher Park we've been going there when we were kids. You know what I mean? We're older now, but we go there when we were kids, and there's nothing to it. There's no make it nice and comfortable for the kids that are growing up here in the area on Foleshill. You know what I mean? As residents, but there's nothing actually be done. But I'll be honest with the council, what Bilal said earlier, with the council, they are trying to take the litter because they come every Monday
They do.
on Churchill Avenue, every 2 weeks or every Monday they come and they do take the rubbish. But how much rubbish can they take? It's not their responsibility, it's the residents' responsibility. If you've got rubbish, take it to the tip or get away with it somehow, you know what I mean? Don't just leave it on the streets and the council should come back and take it. So I do not blame the council too much on that. You know what I
Sorry
mean?
to interrupt, I would mention is the main cause. When someone's sending you photographic or images or there's a video showing who's throwing the rubbish, where it's coming from. I've heard cases where someone's even followed the person to the house. The thing is, when you don't sort the issue out from the grassroots, it's going to carry on. By them picking up the rubbish, is just giving them more of a reason for them to carry on doing
but
it.
this is what needs to be done in action, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't sort the
We can
problem
talk
out by
all
the
day
grassroots.
long. We could take all of us,
Yeah.
or independent voters, or whoever gets in charge now after these elections when they're done. They can talk and say this, we'll do this with that, but we need action.
No,
we need action in our
council
local
tax-
community. That's what.
Council tax is increasing, and it has just increased. By them, as you said, picking up this rubbish, we don't know how much they're paying them. That council tax could be used elsewhere.
Definitely.
We could probably have, that might be one of the reasons why the council tax has increased. And by sorting this issue out from the grassroots, there wouldn't be a problem. The council wouldn't have to come out every so often.
Even knife bombers as well. It's a big thing.
Everyone's got bins.
Yes, definitely.
And that should be it. They come on the blue bin gets every 2 weeks, and so there's a green bin. And if anyone needs any extra bins, they can get provided with extra bins. But for coming and collecting the rubbish that's on the street, sorry, it's no good.
And parking is a big issue. Parking in Foleshill is a massive issue. Like they were trying to build that mosque on Blackwell Road, which has been going on now for like 15 years. You know what I mean? Just sitting there on a plot of land with a half a building. So I don't know where the money's gone or whatever what the council are doing. Why don't you make it into a car park? Look, everyone goes to Foleshill.
That's a privately owned.
Maybe it's privately owned or whatever it is, but it's just sitting there wasting. It's been wasting for the last 15 years. You know what I mean? Do something for the community. It's the post office there. Our parents are older now.
You
They
touch
can't get around.
on three things which also affect me: is crime,
Definitely.
fly tipping, and parking.
Life, yeah.
Fly tipping, as we know, we live in Foleshill. Every corner there's bags of rubbish, and we know where they're coming from. Parking, we know who are parking the cars, and some of the cars have got 2 to 3 tickets already on there. And crime is like knife crime in Foleshill is quite serious.
Because young kids have got nothing to do now. Not back in our day, we used to go to the community centre on First Road. They used to take us on day out, trips on whatever. We used to keep ourselves busy with football and sports and stuff like this. what on young kids now? If they've got no community centres, nothing to do on the weekend, they go into on social media is a big thing now as well. You don't have to go out. You don't have to go to a local park or whatever. You can watch anything on your social media. People like nice cars, nice clothes, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So these things are a big issue. Fly tipping, parking is a massive issue. Parking is a massive issue. In Foleshill, around this area here, I'm sorry, this needs to be addressed as soon as someone's independently voted in. That needs to be addressed within the first couple of months.
How you doing? You're right, yeah? Yeah, good. Yeah, you still here from the morning?
I'm sorry.
You still do?
I'm here until I close, take the ballot boxes and everything. I get here at 6 o'clock in the morning. I've officially got to do the vote. I have to do the training, even though I do this regular. I have to go and pick the ballot papers up, contact me officers. And then I'm here until we close, everything goes in my car, and then I take it to the retail. So about 12 o'clock I'm
Okay, did you hear about rallies?
Yeah.
Okay guys, final message that you want to give to the audience regarding the independent party and why people should really take this party serious, and if you don't mind briefly mentioning it, please.
Yeah, you could already see the impact it's having. Obviously down south there's many councillors, MPs that are getting voted in who are independent. As I said, people have had enough. They've come out of this bubble of just voting for the mainstream parties. As I said, the people's beliefs, and they don't trust these parties. They don't work for people. So people have gone through other options, and the independent ones are providing them with the service. So that's why they're going to vote them, and you can see that in the results.
And Farhan works with the community centre at Red Lane as well, and he's doing a lot of work for our elder parents and older people as well. He's doing the youngsters as well. He's trying to get them into the community centre. Do a bit of sports. They do MMA on a Wednesday afternoon. With the young kids there as well. So keep them busy. You know what I mean? So they're trying to make that move as well. So obviously, if they get voted in, inshallah, hopefully they'll do a lot more as well. So.
Yeah, because I remember last year when Zair Khan, I think, was the candidate for the independent party. I think he was maybe 300 to 400 votes short.
I think it's about 30 in the end.
Sorry?
It's about 30 in the end.
Sorry.
30.
30?
Yeah.
30 short votes behind of actually.
Yeah, of
wow.
Well, in the end,
Wow,
so I spent about 30, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So what do you predict for today, inshallah?
Inshallah, I think Farhan has got a very big backing, and obviously he works with the community. He's been out. You know what I mean? You see these other parties. I'm not having nothing against them. You know what I mean? I've got nothing against them. You know what I mean? I voted for them in the past, especially Labour. I voted maybe all my life, but Farhan's been out on the streets. He's been to locals. What issues have you got? He's been to people's houses. He's done interviews with so much. He's watching on YouTube or his channel and stuff like this. He's been out in the community. They've had a meeting a couple of weeks ago, I think, with Amir Yaqub, sitting down, and all the locals were invited. Come and talk to us. What do you want for the residents of the local community? Look, we're not going to be here forever. We're all getting older now. We're on about the next generation and our kids and their kids, and you know what I mean. So he's been out. So inshallah, I'm hoping this will be a big victory for him today when the results come out, because I think he's been out spreading what he's going to do, and you know what I mean, with the community and stuff like this. And I think he'll be really good to be in charge and make these changes that we need urgently. There's been many years that we've had not this fly tipping, car parking has been a massive issue. Massive, you know yourself, you live locally, it's been a big issue for a long time. Alhamdulillah, we're lucky, some of us, that we've got drives. We're lucky. But a lot of people haven't got drives. They've got two, fair enough, they've got 2 or 3 cars in their family and that household. Where they're meant to, well, start therefore they've got 2 or 3 kids and everyone works and they've got a car, you know what I mean? There needs to be a solution for this, definitely. And fly tipping as well. Them 2 main things, the parking and the fly tipping, they have to be addressed as soon as possible.
Thank you guys, thank you for your time, I appreciate it.